What's up, everyone? Vince Ingenito here, and I'm here with my good friend, David Brolight, aka Dacid Bro. How you doing, man?
Good.
You're a celebrity, so that's why you're on this show with us. This is How to Counter. This is a show where we are going to show you how to deal with specific characters. In this case, in Mortal Kombat X, today's episode is dedicated to Scorpion, a character you're going to be seeing a lot online because, let's face it, he's really popular and people love to use him. So we're going to run down how to deal with some of the basic things that Scorpion likes to do, and that's where David's expertise as a fighting game commentator and tournament veteran will come in handy. So let's jump in. First off, the bread and butter for Scorpion, kind of the security blanket move, is his spear throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get over here!
Get over here! And everyone loves it. Everyone just wants to do it, right? So if you find yourself you're getting hit by this move just too much, first of all, let's just keep this basic. The easiest thing to do is, it is not a hard move to just block. Just hold down that block button, and afterwards you're kind of in a good situation, right? Like you know, it kind of resets everything, and you're fine. So if you're standing at that long range where you know someone's going to want to do that, that should be in the back of your head, you know, just thinking about it.
It's basically the go-to. Like, if you're ever dealing with a circumstance where anything just feels too powerful, try blocking it.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes, and then you can pretty much tell whether or not they're in too much recovery to block your counterattack.
Sure, yeah.
And that's often just the best go-to choice.
Yeah, that's the first thing. When you're losing your wits, just be defensive and watch. So that's something that everyone can do. Something else that everyone can do about the spear throw is, especially because people just like to use it a little bit too much because it's kind of emblematic of the character, right? They love doing it. It feels good and satisfying. But you know what? If they do it kind of at a mid-screen positioning, the easiest thing to do, if you know that spear's coming, you just jump it. You just jump forward and you can land like a jumping punch and then go into a full combo.
That's high damage.
Yeah, and just you can get anything. Whatever your character's best stuff is, you know, you just pull it out there. So that's a fundamental thing that everyone can do. But there are, of course, some things that are a little more specific to other characters, a little more advanced that you can also pull out. So, for instance, a character like Kitana, when she's in her Royal Storm variant, she has the square wave. That's where she kind of like goes back first across the screen. And if you meter burn that, you know, you enhance that with the R2 button or the RT button if you're playing on the Xbox One. Then she'll have a point of armor. She'll go right through that spear and just smack Scorpion right in the face and send him rolling. So that's something that Kitana can do, but honestly, other characters have similar stuff to that as well. Liu Kang has his flying kick.
Right.
That he can do that with. Even Quan Chi has some answers with his teleport down off the top of the screen.
I was gonna say, a lot of characters have teleports. You don't even have to spend meter on that. If it'll teleport in a way that the spear won't hit you, it's a free punish.
Yeah, it's free. And the other nice thing is that if you aren't confident in your timing, you can spend meter and meter burn it and armor through the spear, right, and come down okay. So those are some easy things you can do to punish anyone who is overusing the spear. So another thing that Scorpion players love to do is that teleport, because it's so fast.
Yes, it really is.
It's just so quick, and it allows them to basically cover the entire, you know, from one end of the screen, now they're on the other. Like, this is a move that especially new players like to use because it feels safe. They get out of jail free. If they ever think they're going to get hit by something, they just do it.
And it's highly disruptive. A lot of characters want to keep you out, and a teleport just feels like, you know, no matter what they're doing, you're in.
Yeah, you're in for free, and it can be very frustrating at first. But the thing about that is that you can usually predict the situations where they want to do it, and once you block it, I mean, it's such an easy to punish move. Pretty much everyone has an easy punish combo on the teleport. So again, it's about knowing the situations that someone wants to use it in, which is very commonly when they're waking up from being knocked down. If you're crowding them, they love to do that teleport. But even more commonly, when they feel like they're being kept out with a lot of projectile play. So this is another example where, you know, I go to Kitana for this matchup, and you know, her fans can be very smothering and very frustrating. And so a lot of times you just throw one fan, and you just throw a fan and then kind of fake like you're gonna do another one. You just do the motion so that she does the little.
Yeah, she's just
the little crouch. I'm about to throw something.
It's very subtle.
Yeah,
but that actually does give your opponent the thought, like, oh, it's a really good idea right now to use the teleport.
Yes.
Because that fan's coming, right?
Yeah.
But then if you just like fake it and then block,
yeah,
you will no, like they can't cross you up in this game.
Right,
so
exactly.
you don't have to worry about which way you're blocking. You just hold the
Right.
block button. It will block the teleport, and
Yeah.
that teleport is very unsafe.
Yeah, it's very
So you'll get a
unsafe.
full combo. It will be very damaging in comparison.
Yeah.
So the risk reward of the teleport, it doesn't hold up.
It doesn't hold up at all. Yeah, exactly. Like if they might get that, they'll get a little chip damage on you from the block. If they hit with it, maybe they follow up with something. Who knows? But yeah, what you get in return for just having presence of mind to know that it's coming and to make them, like you said, make them think it's a great idea right now to do it. That's such a big part of it. So whatever your character's biggest punish combo is, that's the time to pull it out. Literally any just standard, one string, like your basic punch strings, and then into any combo will take care of you there. Maybe the favorite option and kind of the trickiest option to deal with in your head psychologically is his slide, is his takedown. Because it's so fast and it's a low and it has decent range. So when you're in that space with Scorpion, you're always like afraid of it. Like here it comes, here, it's gonna happen. And it takes people by surprise all the time. So the first thing, of course, is just to have the presence of mind of knowing that when you're at that distance, it's in their head.
Right.
It's something
they're thinking about it.
They're definitely thinking about throwing out that slide. But I think where it's most common and where you can be most predictive about it is when you knock someone down.
Absolutely.
When you knock someone down and you're standing over them, it's so fast and at low profiles. It comes in underneath a lot of attacks that someone would want to hit you with as you wake up.
You can imagine it's the only fast thing that Scorpion can do there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a very common option there. And it's a little bit awkward to punish. It's probably out of these three moves, it feels the weirdest to know what to do with because he lands a little bit farther away from you and you're not quite sure what to do about it. But honestly, even when he's standing up, people think, oh, he's recovered.
Right, because he's back on his feet.
He's back on his feet, right? But he's not. He's actually still in recovery. So even if you have a slower string that has more reach, that's the time to pull it out. So for Katana, again, I feel like Katana has ideal ways of punishing Scorpion in all these situations. For Katana, it's just you block that wake up, and then it's a forward 2-2, which is the back punch rather. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, they call that back punch, right? So yeah, the forward back punch is a great string to do that with. She reaches pretty far out, and she'll tag Scorpion off that every time.
And I think you want to get something like that into your hands, no matter what character you play, because
Yep.
every character can punish the slide with enough damage that it makes it not worth it. And then people have to think twice, like, man, do I throw the slide? And then once you have people in that sort of mentality,
Yeah.
that's when you can really start playing the guessing game with them in your favor.
Sure.
Because when you get a knockdown, you have the advantage.
Right, you're supposed to have the advantage, right? And then you crowd them, and then they come up with that slide, and you're like, oh damn it, now I have to respect them. But no, don't respect them. You have to know it's going to come, and then stop it, and then challenge them, and that way they have fewer options to choose from when they wake up the next time. Something that is kind of specific to Katana, if you don't really feel confident in your combos, because a lot of people watching this are playing Mortal Kombat for the first time, they haven't really played fighting games a whole lot.
Right.
If you don't feel that you can nail a combo every time, Katana is actually a character who, if she blocks that slide, as long as that slide started close enough, like when you knock someone down, you're standing right over them, you can actually just uppercut. You can just down and back punch, down two, which would be triangle on the PlayStation controller, or it would be Y on the Xbox controller. And unless they did that slide from maximum range, then her uppercut will miss. But otherwise, that's kind of an easy way to get a solid amount of damage and get another knockdown if you don't feel super confident in your ability to do the combos.
Right.
So that's about all we've got for this episode of How to Counter. We covered off on Scorpion, but be sure to look for more of these in the future. We're going to cover other characters that you're probably having trouble with online. So for more on Mortal Kombat and more on How to Counter, keep it right here on IGN.